It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Knoll. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here, right? Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that being said, let's jump right in. Okay, guys, so we're back to talk about Erika Jane, Erika Girardi, Erika Chahoy, whatever you want to call her. She has 3 different names, so call her, honestly, pick whatever you want to call her. But the point is, we're back to talk about her and her book, The Pretty Mess. So guys, I don't know if you caught the latest, but her co-author, Brian Moylan, has spoken out on a podcast, and he's kind of giving us the details. He talked about her relationship with Tom Girardi, what he feels like her role was in all of the scandals that are following Tom Girardi right now. He talked a little bit about her divorce, some red flags that he saw, and a potential teaser for maybe a book in the future. So guys, let's just jump right into it. Brian was talking about the fact that, you know, he really enjoyed working with Erika Girardi. He felt like she was easy to work with, and it was a good team. It was a good dynamic. She was very honest and transparent. He loved seeing her on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And when he talked about her relationship, he said, listen, I know that there's a stigma that follows Erika, and I feel like a lot of people think that, hey, she's a gold digger, or maybe she's with this man who's much older for his money, which is the same thing as a gold digger, but it is what it is. And he was just sort of addressing all of these topics. But he let us know from working up close and personal with Tom Girardi and Erika Girardi. I mean, technically he worked with Erika, but he saw her dynamic with Tom. He let us know that they had a genuine love for each other. So it wasn't just all the diamonds and rosé, so to speak. There was an actual general love for one another. However, he did speak out about a red flag that came up, and that red flag for him was the fact that Erika Girardi reached her dream of being on Broadway. If you guys don't remember, I mean, they showed it just the other day in the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills premiere. She was on Chicago, even though her time on Chicago got cut by 2 weeks due to the coronavirus, the pandemic. You know, he thought it was a real red flag that Tom Girardi never showed up to celebrate her, to congratulate her, didn't bring her roses, didn't show up to support her at all. He said that was kind of weird and telling in a little way. I don't necessarily understand it. And for me, I found that to be odd. Now, he was talking about the fact that he feels like Erika Girardi did not have any role. He couldn't see her having any role in everything that's going on with Tom Girardi. If you guys have been living under a rock, Tom Girardi is being investigated for alleged embezzlement and stealing, allegedly, millions, tens of millions of dollars from clients, creditors, and debtors. Pretty much winning a case, using that case to pay off another case, but really never giving people their settlements. And that's why he's being investigated at this very moment. Now, of course, as soon as the investigation ensued, he was diagnosed with late onset Alzheimer's and also early dementia. Not only that, but his brother took over conservatorship for him. So now his brother is taking over his court appointments, his finances, and pretty much his whole life. He officially has control over his brother's whole life. Now, we do know that there were 2 trustees appointed, and all of the Girardi's assets are being liquidated at this point. We don't know how much of that is true when it comes to Erika Girardi, because she's not trying to come off of her $20 million, allegedly, plus or minus a few millions. I'm not quite sure. She's not trying to come off of her gifts that were given to her by her husband to pay off any of these victims or creditors or debtors, because she says that's exactly what they were. They were gifts. I'm not coming off the gifts. It's not community property. This is stuff that was given to me. But as for Mr. Girardi, they know due to the investigation that he had some sort of foul play in this. And that's why his Pasadena mansion is being liquidated. It's on sale right now for $13 million, even though it's worth $16 million. Hopefully it's just for a fast sale and in order to get this money to pay back these people. His Mercedes was taken away. I'm sure the art in the house will also be liquidated. Whatever assets, the private jet, whatever they have is most likely going to be taken away. Now, I thought it was interesting that her co-author spoke out about what potential role she may or may not have had in any of these cases or in any of this allegedly fraudulent activity. I thought it was kind of ballsy to even speak on her behalf when it comes to all of this, but he did, and this is what he said. If she knew what was going on, then obviously she had a part in it, and I would not condone that at all. But the Erika that I know probably wasn't involved, and I think that we should wait to hear her side of the story. Now, not only did he speak out on that, and that is sort of in defense of Erika Girardi, but we know Erika is a private person. She doesn't want people going out there and speaking on her behalf. Who would? Especially when you know everyone in the world right now is watching and waiting to scrutinize. He did, however, tease that he would be interested in the future to work with Erika Girardi on a second book. He was saying that second book would be sort of a divorce tell-all and everything that she's been through while navigating her new life and kind of getting out of all of the turmoil of this previous life that she once lived. He thinks that it would be a great book and maybe a bestseller. I'm curious what you guys think, though. Would you buy that book? Would you support Erika Girardi? And what if she didn't have anything to do with it? Then would you support her? Guys, you know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead and comment below to those questions. But also, I want to say one thing that he pointed out. He said that I don't think that she ever anticipated her marriage coming to an end, and it kind of threw him for a loop. He was talking about when he first started to join Erika Girardi on her first book, The Pretty Mess. He's alleging that Bravo was trying to put a halt to it, but that's obviously not what happened. The book became a success, and you know, that's why he gets paid out of it too. I'm sure he would want to do this again. As far as what the future looks like for Erika Girardi, though, who knows at this point? If you guys just saw the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills premiere, it almost seemed a little bit shady, and I love Bravo, but it seems a little bit shady because we've been following Ronald Richards on Twitter, who is a renowned lawyer, and he's representing, I mean, the best way to say this, he's representing some of the plaintiffs who are suing her husband. Now the trustees are trying to bring him on to investigate Erika's finances. Well, Erika has filed a motion to stop that from happening because she feels like Ronald Richards is using this for his own personal gain on social media. They called it tabloid-like social media postings and pointed out the fact that he's posted over 200 plus times. She doesn't think that he should be investigating her finances when they can't prove that she has anything. However, if he does find stuff that they're able to seize, he can receive up to 45% of the profits. So he did make it known on Twitter that he will be watching and he will be checking for anything that they post as far as her closet, diamonds, Hermes bags, Birkins, whatever it is. If it's worth money, he's going to be right there with a pen and paper and writing it down. Because if he's responsible for these items being seized, he gets money out of it. Why wouldn't he be writing it down? You know, I know a lot of people are divided here. Some people feel really bad for Erika and they're like, leave her alone because they don't think that she had a part in it. And other people feel like, you know, this is only fair. Those items were bought with stolen money. You don't deserve them anyways. So you should come off the items. However, at this point, it's just interesting to see how it's playing out on this new season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, just for the simple fact that I've never seen inside Erika's closet before. They're zooming in on her diamond necklaces. They're zooming in on all of her stuff, not just one closet, but two closets. It's like they're really trying to emphasize her assets. This is where I feel like it's just a little bit shady, but you guys know how I feel. I don't want to just give you all of my opinions. I want to hear what you guys think about that too. Did you find the editing to be a little off, a little bit shady, Boots? Or do you think, no, it was just a mistake and it is what it is? She decided to join a reality TV show. I'm sure Bravo wasn't trying to go out of their way to emphasize her assets, but you know, it happened, so leave it alone. I'm so curious. You guys give it to me all the time. You guys just break it down and you let me have it. So I want to hear your thoughts. I know that we're divided, but I also want to say this before we go. If you guys are commenting on the video, just make sure that it's appropriate. Make sure that you're not going after other people and attacking people. I've been receiving so many comments where people feel like they are not safe within the community on my page sometimes because they feel like they post something and they get ripped apart. That is not something that I condone. It's not something that I appreciate. And I just hope that we can all have an opinion respectfully and just support each other. It's not that hard. It's a rough life out there anyways, and there's a lot of negativity. We don't have to do that here, and it's not something I promote. So guys, just be nice to each other, comment your opinion, show some love, and don't forget on your way out to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that being said, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Check us out every Monday and Wednesday. Thanks for watching Up and Adam.